Okay, man.
Let's get it. Make sure everybody's mic's working. Yeah, we got greens everywhere.
It took a while.
It's been a while.
No, not
since I've had you.
No, it's been a while. It's been a while. All right, just very quick. Wait a minute. All right, just a minute.
Okay.
We sat down.
Yeah.
To get set up, and it's very quick. It's a couple of minutes.
Facts.
And sat down, and my sound, I was too low. Tried to adjust it. Had to go in and get another mic. So it's like a half hour
of technical difficulties.
Like sitting here, and now it's our job to be fresh as daisies.
Hey.
As if we are just sitting down this very moment.
Right, exactly. Like there was no prep time. Usually our prep time is really minimal. You're right. You're right.
So we're talking, this would be the convenience of a kind of amnesia. Right?
Facts. That's just behind us. Yeah. Why are you even bringing it up?
It's also part of the experience.
True, so. It has been an experience. And welcome back to the show. How you feel to be back? It's been a while. It's literally been a while.
I think it's been pretty close to 3 weeks since we recorded.
Okay. Since the last time we recorded?
Because when we recorded, you were just going, and we purposely wanted to delay putting it up so there wouldn't be this huge gap in time.
Yeah, you don't want to have like even for my business YouTube channel, I got some months in between. Like I haven't posted in probably like 3 months on that one, which I don't like to do that. I like to put something on every time. But for the business side, I've been chilling on that, and I've been doing a lot more personal time to like just get in tune with myself, see some things, get some experiences under my belt. Because you were the one that told me that experience is the currency of life. And I'll never forget that. I'll use that for the rest of my life. I promise you that.
It's kind of cool, right?
It's solid. Boom.
I can't believe I came up with it.
You should dub that.
I don't mean I can't believe somebody must have said it 800 years ago.
You should put it on the shirt. Revive it. History repeats itself, right? Oh, hey, what's up, man? I got caught up when having this conversation with my old friend here, really old friend, is that if this is your first time watching Foster and Feinstein, make sure you subscribe so you can catch our videos sometimes weekly whenever we're not taking vacations. And most of the time we're going to try to put out at least 3 to 4 a month, right?
Yeah. It's probably doable. It's
probably doable. And what we do here on our show is we talk about anything under the sun. The news, politics, sports, astrophysics. Have we talked about astrophysics yet?
I think actually we may have.
We may have metaphysical.
A conversation about it would probably involve Buddhism and astrophysics kind of coming together.
Okay, so we probably got an episode on astrophysics, and we also will drop an episode on whatever it is that you want us to talk about, whatever it is that you have an idea about, and we'll speak our minds on it openly. And if this also is your first time, make sure you subscribe, you share, and you like this video. It helps us out a lot. Without any further ado, let's get to the yo.
Yeah,
Do the yo?
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Foster and
Feinstein.
And we're back with another show where we talk about anything under the sun. What are we talking about today, sir?
Well, it was interesting time-wise that like 3 weeks ago, roughly, was right. I remember when we recorded it.
Yeah.
It's in the show. It's the show.
Yeah.
That Russia had just invaded Ukraine. I think that night. Or
okay. Did they have sent the bombs or planes, or was it like?
It was happening.
It was happening.
It was happening.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
And it was like shocking, and I know that we talked about it. I thought, wow, this is going to be really interesting because we're talking like it's almost like the bomb just went off. And we have no idea about the landscape, what's going to happen,
any type of casualties. Yeah.
So it was interesting to be at that launch point, and
on TV for our show.
Yeah, and it's not like they were running. I don't think there were any great predictions. Certainly, I hope not.
Right. But who predicts war? I don't want to predict that we go to war. There are people out there who are going to predict wars and stuff like that, but I would never want us or any human to go into war, because when you go into war, there's no coming back. You can end the war and still have a war in your mind and in your spirit from dealing with the things that war brings. So I would never wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah, and I know that it's kind of interesting because for the most part, I think people want to watch things that are first and foremost entertaining.
Yeah.
And not necessarily information laden,
right,
so to speak.
Right. Just what is it called? Headlines, or like what is that? What do they call that when they put something up that's like a clickbait?
Oh.
People fall into the clickbait.
But by the same token, it's really difficult if you want to have like a. To me, it's such an intrusive. It's awful.
What, war?
The whole Russian.
Yeah.
It's really awful.
Yeah.
And
just invade the people that's there chilling, hanging out.
They're your brothers.
Living your
But no,
they're neighbors.
They're brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy.
But but as I had said, in the beginning, and you blow up a hospital. I mean,
That should be that's outside of the scope of getting your point across, right?
Well,
because you want people to be able to at least heal those that got a chance to make it.
I think, people who idealize war and they're morons, there would be a list of the appropriate conduct. You can't do this and you can't do that.
Right.
This is a
war crime.
This is a war crime.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, are you fucking kidding me? War is a crime.
Facts. Don't say that too loud.
I don't give a shit. No, but I don't want to dwell on that part of it. I was like, today I'm looking at stuff and it's like there's like regular nice people.
Yeah.
They're getting like blown up or shot and.
Yeah, kids, children, women. Like there's no.
And the reason, and I'm trying to think, oh boy, there must be a really incredibly important reason to be doing this.
You know what it is? Fear. They're trying to instill fear in Ukraine. Russia, I'm saying. Russia is trying to instill fear in Ukraine so that they fold to their demands. And when the Ukrainian people stood up for themselves, it's like now we got a full-blown war because there's back and forth. There's tension. There's combat.
I think he thought...
He was provoking us?
No, that always. But I think he actually thought that the Russians would be welcomed in the Ukraine. I think he actually believed that. I don't think...
Like on some Hitler shit.
Well, I don't think he believed for 1 minute that he was going to be 3 weeks. It's now 3 weeks. 3 weeks into this all-out assault, and he's still fucking stalled.
But that's the thing. Who welcomes anybody into their country with fighter jets and bombs and
Well, he was not.
tanks?
Again, it was war. So he was attacking the country.
And he thought that they were going to just be like, okay, you can have this.
He underestimated.
We're talking about
things.
Putin here.
Yeah, he underestimated several things. He underestimated the fact that the Ukraine, they were like, it's a fucking country, man.
Right.
And they have by the way, they got a really good army.
Okay.
And they're really well trained.
Nice.
And they're well equipped. They're good. This is not like, they're not Stone Age people.
Okay.
So it's a really, and the universities and museums, it's a cool country. You know what I mean?
Have you ever been?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you go?
If I could, I'd go to a million places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would be first on my list?
What would be first on your list?
I don't know.
Drop the bucket list, baby.
No.
What would be first on your list? I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. Show me yours, I'll show you mine.
I haven't. I haven't thought about it in the sense if you had one last trip.
Not one last trip, but what would be your first place to go if you had all the trips planned that you could, and it was all paid for, all inclusive, all resorts done?
Well, in a way, you're also saying it's number one.
Number one.
Number one.
Yeah.
Number one could be the number one. It doesn't matter when it occurred.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, this was the best.
Yes.
Fuck, I don't know, man. I haven't really let my mind wander to that, that kind of.
Well, do it now. Wander your mind to that place and give me the first thing that comes to it. Because mine, you want me to go first?
Oh yeah, sure, cool.
Mine would probably be the pyramids of Egypt.
Uh-huh.
Because I haven't been to I have been to Africa, but it was in a military sense of the word. Like I never been as a civilian to go check it out and see things and explore. So my number one place, even though I'm taking trips now and I'm probably gonna take trips in the future, is that my main goal to cross off my bucket list is standing inside and on top of and around a pyramid in ancient Egypt. In Egypt. Because I know they got them everywhere.
You know, they got them in Central America.
They got them in Indiana and Illinois.
They do?
Yep.
No way.
Yep. My mom sent me a pamphlet that was saying that, you know, it's like a 3-hour drive away from Chicago, and you can go to the pyramids that are, yeah. I was tripping out when she showed me. I wanted to go when I was home last, but that would have been like 7-8 hours out of my trip if I would have went there and came right back. You know what I mean? And like, I didn't want to do that much driving.
Okay, I know what I would do. I would want to hang out with the Dalai Lama in Dharamsala, India. In that, I would want to be in that environment. But he doesn't have to like hang out with me because that's ridiculous.
Is that the place where every morning they rake out the sand and they do the colors?
No, the sand drawings. I mean, it's a Buddhist tradition, and they're, you know, the artists who do it,
right?
And they spend, oh my God, like hours and
and then at the end of the day they just clean it all up.
Yeah, well, again, that, you know, that
discipline.
Well, no, that's the idea. It's the most graphic way to understand the idea of impermanence.
Nothing's permanent.
No, so you spend all of this time and you come up with this incredible image.
Right.
And then you just sweep it away with a broom, like it never happened.
Like it never happened.
Yeah.
That's dope. So you don't hold on to anything, like you just embrace the now, right? Because then you get to start over. You don't say I'm gonna plexiglass this and keep this forever and give it to my grandkids and keep it in my bloodline forever. I'm gonna start over and tomorrow brings a new day.
Yeah. So
the
in
Buddhist
a
way.
It's all kind of an illusion in a way.
Everything is.
But
we live in the Matrix, baby.
Yeah.
Real.
So it was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And
for Russia.
Yeah. We don't have to know. You know, details don't matter. But my God, it's like we weren't like sitting around waiting to do this.
Right.
So we decided quite a while ago that if there are ever trips involved, and we're, you know, going to be not together for more than a week, that it really didn't work for us to do like a Zoom split screen.
Yeah.
Because that's not our.
I think it would take away from the authenticity of the show.
No, I couldn't do it.
The backgrounds would be different. I'll be somewhere in an Airbnb, and you're like in your house. Like we don't have the greenery. We used to be outside with the breeze, the chicken sounds, the animals.
No, I mean this is, you know, to me this is the show.
This is the show, baby.
Raw. And I wouldn't think of doing this. So, which means when we're, you know, not around each other for a certain period, you know, there's likely not going to be a show.
Yeah.
Which is, it's okay with me.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, we've been going strong for a year, right?
Oh yeah.
And now it's at a point where we got to use our proceeds from you watching the show. No, there's no proceeds. We got to go and make sure that we have multiple experiences, because I'm building my family as we speak, right? I got a lot going on in my internal family, my immediate family. And I want to make sure I experience life with them as well, outside of just Hawaii. Hawaii's my home. I'm not going nowhere, anything like that. But I want to go see other places for the first time. I want to go do things for the first time before I get to the point where I'm like just, you know, settled in. Like my roots are settled. You know, my life is here. My kids are in school doing their thing.
First of all, it's very easy for me to, you know, understand that, having, you know, kind of been there.
Yeah, you've been there about 46 times.
Well, no, but
when in your teens, your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, your 60s, your 70s, your 80s, your 90s, your 100s, your 200s, your 210s, your 220.
Wait.
Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, bad. No, really bad math. But one of the things clearly our age differences are pretty significant.
Yeah.
So the fact that you might be really intent on going that way,
Right.
and I'm really happy doing this. Well, of course.
Exactly.
I mean, what the fuck would you expect?
Right. Why would that be a surprise?
Yeah. So I'm not saying to myself, Jesus Christ, first he's going here and then he's going here. So what the fuck? I mean, what's he doing all that shit?
Yeah, nah, you understand, right?
You're doing it because you can and you want to.
Talk to the people. I'm doing it because I can and I want to. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm done.
No, it's all right.
I was living my best life.
No, I know.
Let's call it the Foster dance.
Yeah,
Do it. Let's see if you can do it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
No. Maybe I'll do it next time.
All right. I'm glad to see you, man. It's been a minute. I'm glad we're back on here. Living our shit.
To me, it's fun. I mean, it's easy.
Yeah.
In that it's like
Easy like Sunday.
Sunday
Every time.
yeah. So it's like tomorrow, like what what's on? Oh, all right. And then usually I show up or something, and we don't spend a lot of time talking about what we're going to talk about.
No.
I would not even, and it should be actually very obvious that
We shoot the shit, baby. I appreciate y'all for tapping in with the shit being shot, because we shoot the shit.
No, yeah, I see a lot of stuff, and it's like, really? I mean, that's the best you can do?
Right.
I mean,
Ours is raw and organic.
Well, no,
though.
but I mean, it's people's time, man, and it's to me, it's a sign of like respect.
Speaking of that, people's time and the respect, let's finish them off with telling them about what Foster and Feinstein will evolve to in the next 5 years.
Oh my God.
What you think? That's something I know you. That's caught you on the heels, backing up. There's no way you can have thought about that as a question.
No, I couldn't, because first of all, it would make me, give or take a couple of months, it would make me like 82 fucking years old.
Yeah, I just went home and visited my grandma. She's the 89. She's still doing hair and everything.
Well, I hope I'm doing hair.
I know.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing. You got a strong. I swear you got a strong another 20 piece. I'm serious.
No. Anyway, I don't know. My feelings haven't changed. I'm really happy to have an opportunity to talk in this kind of a setting that has kind of borders around it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm seeing you at the brewery.
Right. It's like a triangular effect.
Half hour or so. It's like, well, get done whatever it is you want to get done, and so it feels like it's, like
it's
contained.
contained.
You know what I mean? It's complete.
Yeah, it's complete.
So that to me is very interesting. So I'm always, I'm time sensitive, because it's like I don't want to go off on disappear on some fucking tangent and come back 15 minutes later and you're asleep. Anyway,
no.
So how do we have any idea how long we've been talking?
It's probably been about a half hour.
You think so?
Yeah, it's close.
Last time you said that, it was like 27.
No, last time I said that, well, our last episode was like 40 something.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, the very last one we did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because we went on.
100%.
Well, but again, it was a very. What was the other thing we talked about? There were really two things. One was the, Russia, Ukraine. What was the other thing? Was it space travel or Elon Musk?
I forgot. That was almost a month ago.
Yeah, that's.
And I didn't rewatch that episode. That was one of the only ones that I haven't rewatched yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Before we go, you don't have to do this. You know what?
I don't have to do nothing.
If you like reading good stuff, or you like listening to a very unusual half-hour news program, okay, check out Mind and the Motorcycle.
On all streaming platforms.
It's a blog where you can read, and it's a podcast that's on all the platforms. I'm only telling you this because a fair number of people watch us.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, there ain't a lot of people that are listening to my podcast, and it's like, it's pretty good. More people should listen to it. So why not take advantage of the audience that we have busted our asses to get?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for real. Hey, man, welcome back. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode of Foster and Feinstein, please make sure you like and you share. And if you haven't already, subscribe. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
We'll be back next week.
Oh, yeah, we're good for next week, yeah.
Give them your goodbye, baby.
Oh, no, I don't do that until you get up.
I'm out.
Peace and love. God bless.